Hello all, welcome. Today we discuss window presentation styles. The presentation style of a window refers to its spatial relationship to other windows. There are two basic styles commonly called tiled or overlapping. In early windowing days, most systems commonly used one or the other style exclusively, seldom using both at the same time. Now the user is usually permitted to select the style to be presented on the display. This is the example of a tiled window. Tiled windows illustrated in the previous figure derive their name from common floor or a wall tile. Tiled windows appear in one plane on the screen and expand or contract to fill up the display surface as needed. Most systems provide two-dimensional tiled windows adjustable in both height and width. Some less powerful systems, however, are only one-dimensional, the windows being adjustable in only one manner, typically the height. Tiled windows, the first and oldest kind of window, are felt to have these advantages. The system usually allocates and positions windows for the user, eliminating the necessity to make positioning decisions. Open windows are always visible, eliminating possibility of them being lost and forgotten. Every window is always completely visible, eliminating the possibility of information being hidden. They are perceived as less complex than overlapping windows, possibly because there are fewer management operations or they seem less magical. They are easier according to studies for novice or inexperienced people to learn and use. They yield better user performance for tasks where the data requires little window manipulation to complete the task. There are some disadvantages. Perceived disadvantages include all these. Only a limited number can be displayed in the screen area available. As windows are opened or closed, existing windows change in size. They can be annoying. As windows change in the size or position, the movement can be disconcerting. As the number of displayed windows increases, each window can get very tiny. The changes in sizes and locations made by the system are difficult to predict. The configuration of windows provided by the system may not meet the user's needs. They are perceived as crowded and more visually complex because window borders are flush against one another and they fill up the whole screen. Crowding is accentuated if borders contain scroll bars or control icons. Viewer attention may be drawn to the border, not the data. They permit less user control because the system actively manages the windows. This is the example of an overlapping window. Overlapping windows illustrated in the previous figure may be placed on top of another like papers on a desk. They possess a three-dimensional quality, appearing to lie on different planes. Users can control the location of these windows as well as the plane in which they appear. The sizes of some types of windows may also be changed. Most systems today normally use this style of window. They have the following advantages. Visually, their look is three-dimensional, resembling the desktop that is familiar to the user. Greater control allows the user to organize the windows to meet his or her needs. Windows can maintain larger sizes. Windows can maintain consistent sizes. Windows can maintain consistent positions. These are the advantages. Screen space conservation is not a problem because windows can be placed on top of another. There is less pressure to close or delete windows no longer needed. The possibility exists for less visual crowding and complexity. Larger borders can be maintained around window information and the window is more clear set up against its background. Windows can also be expanded to fill the entire display. They yield better user performance for tasks where the data requires much window manipulation to complete the task. There are some disadvantages. They are operationally much more complex than tiled windows. More control functions require greater user attention and manipulation. Information in windows can be obscured behind other windows. Windows themselves can be lost behind other windows and be presumed not to exist. That overlapping windows represent a three-dimensional space is not always realized by the user. Control freedom increases the possibility for greater visual complexity and crowding. Too many windows or improper offsetting can be visually overwhelming. These are the examples of cascading windows. A special type of overlapping window has the windows automatically arranged in a regular progression. Each window is slightly offset from others as illustrated in the previous figure, and it has got some advantages also. No window is ever completely hidden. Okay, bringing any window to the front is easier. It provides simplicity in visual presentation and cleanliness. Okay, there is a concept called picking a presentation style. We can use tiled windows for single task activities. We can use tiled windows for data that needs to be seen simultaneously, task requiring little window manipulation. Novice or experienced user prefers tiled windows only. And there are some advantages of overlapping windows. We can use it for switching between tasks necessitating a greater amount of window manipulation, expert or experienced users, unpredictable display contents. Picking a presentation style for tiled windows. Tiled windows seem to be better for single task activities and data that must be seen simultaneously. A study found that tasks requiring little window manipulation were carried out faster using tiled windows. They also found that novice users performed better with tiled windows regardless of the task. Now let's discuss overlapping windows. Overlapping windows seem to be better for situations that necessitate switching between tasks. A research study concluded that tasks requiring much window manipulation could be performed faster with overlapping windows, but only if user window expertise existed. For novice user, tasks requiring much window manipulation were carried out faster with tiled windows. Therefore, advantage to overlapping windows comes only after certain level of expertise is achieved. Overlapping windows are the preferred presentation scheme. Thank you for watching.